Hello traders, this is Scott Cisco with Trading. I am the president of Trading. I'm also known as Trader Cisco on Twitter. Just wanted to share with you today a setup that occurred on the pound Swissy on the 4-hour charts. Many of you guys have heard me continue to talk about the Kiss Your Mama setup. Basically, Kiss Your Mama is just something that helps me to remember a trade setup that I use so that I can easily remember it and also teach it and share it with others. This setup is one that I especially like. It is the primary setup that I trade, and the reason I like it is when it does succeed, it pays out very nicely. This trade does fail, as all setups do, but it is one that overall I like the success of it, so I like to share it with others. What we're looking here again, it's July 11th, a couple hours after the New York Open. 2011. We're looking at the pound Swissy on the 4-hour chart. Specifically, what we're looking at is the price action that occurred right in this area. Now, the Kiss Your Mama, the premise with that is that when support or resistance gets broken, I like to see when that level is readdressed or re-kissed, if you will. And when it gets kissed, that's where the point that I would enter a trade. Now, specifically, what you'll notice when we look at the daily chart, that we've been in an overall downward trend. That's very obvious to see. If we look back at the 4-hour chart, what had occurred with this Fibonacci is that we have a very specific level here at 34.27. That's 1.3427. And it's very clear to see that both in this time frame here and in this time frame here, we have both support and resistance following around that Fibonacci level, showing that it is a very important level. I don't have a historic line drawn there, but if I did, it's very clear to see that it would be right somewhere in this general area that we would be watching. So now what occurred, and the reason why I like this Fibonacci level so well, is the wick on this single candle right here. And notice that it went up, specifically stopped at the area that later became that Fibonacci level. So I really like that. Now the premise again behind the Kiss Your Mama is that once support or resistance has been broken, then I'm looking for the pair to come back and actually kiss that level. So that's what we see here. We see that the pair come down, it held in this area, again went up, but then we did get the breakdown through. So with the Kiss Your Mama, I'm looking for a candle to open and close on the other side of that support or resistance. These two candles both gave us an open and a close below the level of support or resistance that was seen here and here with this Fibonacci level. So at that point then, after I have that open and close on the other side of that level, I'm looking for the level to get re-kissed, and once it gets, I should say kissed, once that level gets kissed, then I'm looking for an entry to continue that move down. You can see it a little clearer on the 1-hour chart. As that level was broken through, we talked about the 1-hour open and close on the other side. Once you had that, then this wick was of my particular interest. If someone was to enter, say right in this area, then you know that your stop would most likely need to be somewhere above this wick to provide you nice protection for your stop level. And then as you can see, obviously that move was a very, very nice move on down. If you look at the 4-hour chart, you can see that the prior daily lows, that target was hit, and so that would have been a very successful trade. It's just some overall information again about the Kiss Your Mama. Again, the basic premise or rules of it is once support or resistance has been broken, I'm looking for an open and close on the other side. That validates that the move is legitimate to me. And then once that occurs, then I'm looking for it to come back and retest that level or the kiss, and then to fall off from that level. I hope these videos are beneficial to you to show you some basic price action and a setup that I like. Again, all trade setups fail at some point. I just personally like the performance of this one, and it's one that's very easy for me to see. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to email me. Again, I am Scott Cisco with Trading. My email address is scott@udotrading.com. Udo is spelled E-U-O-D-O-O. Have a great day.